That's the important part.
Exactly, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
I really enjoy what is happening here. I'm learning a lot, and then I'm gonna make sure I have a grassroots of people, yeah, coming together, people who enjoy doing what we have talking about here. Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
that's it. And you'll feel good. I mean, when you have the good people coming together, and just the fact that you they are there to assist people, I think really something which will give some good results. Whatever that positive energy or whatever it might be, it
Exactly.
will bring something good.
Yeah, I agree with that.
But after all that conversation and after listening to everyone, some thoughts that you have as to how you would want to go about it in Congo?
Hmm. Yes.
Something you want to share?
Yeah, I wanna right now I'm working with some students, and they are really enjoying what we're doing. But as you say, I just changed my mind as you talk about no needed experience coming in. This is something that I was not thinking of. But you made a good point, because when you look at the Congo, the country is so vast. It's a continent almost. And then when you look at the justice system, it doesn't really help, because in the villages, people they only use dialogues to solve problems. So most of the time, you will find people helping them to solve problems. They are doing mediations of their kind, I would like to say. So I learned a lot from what you say, not just going then try to tell them how to do it, what to do. So this is something that I just got from you, because from the first time I was like, okay, because in the villages you can find like just one person is the well-known mediator, and he will done everything. He will do it everything all the times. They will always come to him, even though they do have a conflict of interests. They, he will
Absolutely.
be there solving problems.
All these things, exactly what you just said. There might be conflict of interests also, because this mediation world doesn't understand that
Yes, exactly.
people will trust the person even if there's a conflict of interest.
That's true.
That's the wisdom that the person brings in. That's the spiritual development, whatever it is.
Yes.
This is exactly what I've been talking about, and I'm telling people, go out, and when you find these people, you'll feel so
Yeah.
happy to meet them, because
Yeah.
they're unadulterated in relation to theoretical aspects. It's all practical. It's the mindset. It comes from the heart.
Exactly.
It's a different concept which can't be explained. It has to be experienced. That's it.
Yeah. I like that word of mindset. You just say the only thing that is needed here is the mindset.
That's it.
And I was like,
That's
oh, this is a new word. I didn't know about it. I was really thinking that you need a certificate, you need something. So yeah. So right
that,
now, because
that
I had even one person we asking me a question like 2 years ago. He says, "Oh, oh, this is what we call mediation. Oh, I just help it my family to solve a problem. We have a discussion. Am I a mediator?" I was like, "No, you are not."
that that is the real mediator. Those are the ones we need. No,
Yeah.
all we have to do is find a way that how do we reach out and ask people that question and bring these people out. And
Okay.
that's the only, for me, that's the only thing that I want you people to do, that just reach out. And this one question, what you're saying, you understood it. Now how to frame it into a question is up to you. But
Exactly.
round to
Exactly.
look, finally what the idea is, Roman, is that once we bring these people out from every village, every town, everywhere, now we have a
Yeah.
global database of people,
Yes.
location wise. So this person is sitting there, and that this person has a, like you said, he has a mindset and that
Mm-hmm.
mindset combines with a certain kind of a person in terms of, like I said, spiritual development, in terms of trust, all those good words that go with people, they have all that. So when a whole network of people like that, when you have with you, and people can reach out to these people, think of that support that people will get. I mean, today that support system is not available because one,
Mm-hmm.
communities broke down. I mean, that's globally that, for whatever reason. I mean, there are lots of aspects that we can obviously discuss, but those are things which have happened. So communities have broken down, and
That's
here
true.
these people can actually bring communities together, and that's like the foundation of the work that I'm trying to do. Is that that's what we need to do first. Let's bring those communities. It could be the smallest. I mean, it's not a matter
Mm-hmm.
of millions of people. Gabriel is here. Gabriel, from Mila you become Gabriel. What is happening here? Wow,
Hello.
three people on the same screen.
Yeah, hi. The thing is that Ecuador is having like electricity problems, so we're here together, three of us, because Mila had power. So here
Wow.
we are, but I don't know how we can do it. So you can see. Hello,
Hi,
that's
Mila.
Mila, and that's Ale. She wanted to join.
Hi.
She's new.
So nice. This is the way it should be. We're saving electricity, but three people, one computer. Well, lovely.
Yeah,
Damn good. I think that's
we're
what we need.
trying to fit in, there but we are. I don't think we can.
But what was there? There was something happening in Ecuador. There was some referendum or something.
Yeah, there's always something happening in Ecuador. That's why you should come.
I'm okay. I'm okay. So,
There's always something to tell, so we never get bored. It's quite interesting.
but okay. So, Gabriel, you met Romain. Romain is from the Congo, but he's presently out of Congo. But yes, he so
Hi, Romain.
nice.
Hey,
Romain,
hey, Gabriel.
Romain joined us for the gathering in the afternoon. There was another one early in the afternoon, my time. So he listened to everything that I had to say, and he's picked it up perfectly. Exactly the type of people I was saying. He's himself saying that, look, he can actually think of someone in a village who has that kind of trust with people. An interesting thing that he said, which is what I've been also trying to put across, that such people, even if they have a conflict of interest, even then people trust them. That's the kind of trust they have with these people. So, Romain, please tell her about it, because I keep saying they don't believe me, but please tell them, Romain.
Yes, I was telling Vikram that when you look at the village, they only have one person that they do trust, and everyone would like to see him coming and help them solve problems. So the idea of I had in my mind was like, okay, you are the mediator, or if you go there and people will look at you saying, no, you cannot do this for us. It doesn't really happen in the villages. The chief will handle all the questions, no matter what you is in your mind, no matter what you think, he's going to solve the problems. And this happens in the villages. So I found out that they do mediations, without going through any training. There are some kind of mediators naturally. So that's what I was trying to come out as a point. So I wanted to really understand from this kind of conversations, how do we show them, what do we bring? Because I just learned from Vikram that this is the mindset. We talk about the heart. Those are things that you don't learn. Really, you don't learn from
Exactly.
no one.
Exactly. You can't learn these things. These are things which come from within. It's an experience thing. But let me just get Mohammed in also. Mohammed, you want to put on your video, say hi to us? And then there is Amreen also. Amreen is her audio is connecting. But yes, Mohammed is also here. Hi, Mohammed.
Hi, Mr. Vikram, and hi. If I pronounce some names incorrectly,
No problem. No
sorry in
issue at all. No
advance.
one will. No one will mind. No one will mind.
Mr. Romain and Miss Mila and others from the Ecuador. Um, my name is Mohammad Osama Zafar, and I'm currently the final year student of LLB honors from University of London, and I'm actually from Pakistan. And let's say that there is an outburst of mediation in the ADR. in the last 2 years, I have been consistently reaching out to my local teaching centers, telling them that, we have participated in Mediate-wise and different competitions. You should try and go towards this thing and that. They were taking these things lightly. And then let's say the bomb came, the explosion came suddenly in the South Asia, and whole of the South Asia started signing Singapore Convention. And then we all came to senses, wow, oh, mediation is something. Now our capital Islamabad has started the court annex mediation. It's still not a proper mediation, I would say, because you are not an independent mediator, but it is a court annex mediation basically. There's involvement of court still, but it's not independent properly.
All the worst things in relation to mediation are starting off in Pakistan, and I was speaking to some people quite some time. Please don't let that happen, but it's going to happen.
Sure.
There is all the bad things. Court and mediation coming together, the worst thing that can happen for mediation. Mediation competitions, not good. Lisa is here. She's listening to me. She might not like it when I say that. But for me, the problem with the mediation competitions is that they tell you, you have your lawyer and the client sitting together. No, that's not mediation. We don't need the lawyer. Take the lawyer out.
Unless you have a lawyer, it is not a mediation.
Oh, but yeah. So we have to throw the lawyer out. But of course, look, all of us are. I mean, most of us are. I think all of us are. Romain, are you a lawyer?
No, I'm not a lawyer.
Okay, good. Very good. All the others.
Even I don't want to become a lawyer. I'm more towards arbitration.
No, we are not going to let you go there, Mohammed. We're not going to let you go there. Please come into media. No. Then you're out. I'm sorry. Thank you. Nice meeting you, Mohammed. Please go. That word is not used here. It's the bad word. A word. It's called the A word. We don't use that word here. It's the bad. It's not a good word to use here at all.
No, I want to discover mediation more because what we have learned so far, it's not a practical knowledge. And I recently started International ADR Club like 3-4 months back. And when we started it, now we have got members. Now Hamad and Fatma are one of our good members that have joined us right now from Pakistan. So the thing is that arbitration is a more, let's say...
That word is not to be used. A word.
Okay.
A word.
This A thing is actually, I don't know what is this between the crux between the M word and the A word, but I don't know what is the reason.
No, I'll tell you. The reason is simple. The A word is a process which is litigation in a private setting. That's all it is. But for some reason, whenever you talk about mediation, the A word pops up. It has nothing to do with this. But what will they have? They will have the A and mediation center. A and mediation. Why do you link the two? They have nothing to do with each other. So that is why we don't use the A word, so that people don't at all get confused that the A word has nothing to do with mediation. It is just that for convenience, everyone wants to add them together for whatever reason, but we don't want that to happen. And that's why I'm clear. I won't even use the word. So that's why I don't use it, because the world is confused about it. I mean, I've done these discussions where I've asked people, this was a long time back, that why doesn't mediation develop? Why do people want to go for, even for A word?
Why do you think, Mr. Vikram, that people many times prefer this A thing instead of mediation?
Look, I tell you, the point is that today dispute resolution is in the control of lawyers. Dispute resolution as a whole. As a whole. The whole concept, this colonial concept that dispute resolution happens in courts and lawyers have to be part of it, is ingrained in people's mind. Now we have to totally change that. Now something that is trillions of dollars that is spent in the legal industry, now to take that away from them, why will they let it go? So they are going to some way keep on clinging on to it. And there's huge amounts of money. If you can ever calculate the amount of money that is spent in say litigation or A word or whatever, you cannot imagine the amount of money that lawyers are making in the world. Why would they let it go? I mean, are they mad? It's not going to happen. But
and specifically, like I don't know about other countries, but for example, in Pakistan here, when we took this initiative of, like, we are youngsters, none of us are like qualified lawyers. We have members, but we mostly are students. Even I, as a president and a founder, I am a student. The other person that are my executive council, diplomatic council, most of them are students, and very few of them are proper lawyers, or let's say high court licensed lawyers. So the thing is that what I got a backlash that you are nothing right now. Why are you
Yeah,
taking this initiative? I was like, at least I'm taking an initiative, brother.
exactly. Yeah.
At least I'm trying to take an initiative. You are sitting with your hands like this. At least I'm trying to take an initiative. Let me take that. I will
Good.
fail. It is upon the Almighty. Let me
Yeah.
take an initiative at least.
But only what's going to happen is that whenever someone comes in, it's like a living room situation. So Isaac is here. We have to say hi to the person who comes in. So hi, Isaac.
Hello, greetings to everyone. Thank you for having me once again.
But the virtual background that you do actually comes in front of your face. So your face doesn't really come out clearly. So I think that there's something there.
Okay, that is a virtual background. Okay, let me change it.
Yeah, because the thing is that we know that on Isaac's face, the logo of that organization is not imprinted. It seems it's got imprinted on your face.
Okay.
But Lisa, do you know you haven't met any one of these people because okay, Lisa participated in events last year, but then she disappeared. So Gabriel, that's Lisa. Yes, you can see her. No, Gabriel is doing. She's really doing a lot of work to creating the circle and getting people into the circle in Ecuador. She's
Hi, sorry, the thing is that the computer is far away, so you can see all of us. So I have to like go over there to turn on the microphone.
why don't the three of you come a little closer and come closer to the computer? I'm sure
We
you're
should be
good
like-
friends. You can come a little closer.
We are.
Ale has gone right on that side. She can't even see her. Ale, are you going to tell us about yourself?
She's eating something, I think a cookie or something. I can tell you a little bit about Ale. Ale is started work. She's not a professional mediator, so that's a cool thing. But she started like having. She's getting to know mediation right now, and now she swallowed. So
Yeah,
I can.
sorry about that. Well, nice to meet you all. My name is Alejandra. Everyone calls me Ale. As Gabri told you, I'm not a mediator. I'm a journalist and a communicator, and that's where I've been working all my professional life. I love groups. I love kids. I love being positive. So I think that this project that I'm joining with Gabri and Mila suits me because I think that it depends. If we all work together, we can make the society better and give people the tools that they need to resolve their things and their conflicts, because every day we have thousands of them. So we have to identify them and know how to work with them.
Absolutely. But Gabriel, does she have the mediator mindset or the peacemaker mindset? What mindset does she have?
Of course, that's why she's working with us, because we met Mila and I like we met Ale years ago, like separately. And Mila one day told me, "I saw Ale. Do you know her?" I was like, "Yeah." What do you think about like having a coffee with her to talk about peer mediation in schools? And I was like, yeah, that's great. So we had coffee, and it was click because she has the mediator mindset, even though she's not a mediator, a professional mediator. She is like committed with the dialogue and having children talk about that. So yeah, of course, that's why she's here.
Perfect. So that's what we need. That's what I was, because today only, I mean, like that discussion with Romain about the mindset, he's picked that up now, that mindset concept. So it's all about the mindset. But we have Amreen there. But Amreen, you want to come in? You want to say hi? So please join us. And yes, Isaac definitely, yeah, I mean, he has participated in a lot of events. So, and he is supposed to be doing work in Ghana, but the problem is that he's not willing to do anything with me. And we've had a conversation which I very not the nicest conversation. I was telling Isaac, it's been not what 3 years now, Isaac. Nothing much, but we have to say hi to Vicky first. Vicky's coming. Hi, Vicky.
Good evening. Good morning, everyone. Nice to see you.
We need a more neutral greeting from Greece. Is there a neutral greeting like hi in Greek?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes.
Καλησπέρα.
Kalispera is still what, afternoon? That's good
Yes,
afternoon, isn't it? That's good
it's
afternoon.
good afternoon, exactly.
Yes, 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 sir. Okay, yeah. So we
Yes,
just,
sir.
I was just trying to get Isaac to tell me why is he's supposed to have launched the Ghana Mediation Circle, and then he launched and he disappeared. Why, Isaac?
Thank you, Vikram. After the Ghana Mediation Circle launch, I've not lost. I've been putting a lot of things together. So, my organization is also at the infancy stage. So we're doing a lot of things. We're organizing some level of training. We've started community mediation. That's as I indicated that we're going to start community mediation. So I'm not sleeping at all. We started community mediation. We are going back to the community again. I think the first instance was education and also receive a lot of cases. We are going to get in touch with the other parties. We've schedule a date to meet them and also resolve the matter together with the volunteers that participated in the community mediation. So the circle is growing gradually. We are getting volunteers who are working with us on community mediation. So we have started. The good thing is that we have initiated the process and we've started, and we'll continue to work through and ensure that we bring all of them on board. So these are people that we have trained on different levels. Then my organization too have been getting other consultancy services from other organizations to train entrepreneurs and opinion leaders within some communities. So even next week, Monday, I'll be in one of the regions. We are going to train queens and chiefs on ADL and how they can use it to support, because it's a system that they are using already. So we want to go and find out what they are doing, polish it, and enhance what they are already doing. So that is what I'm doing. So I've not slept at all.
No,
Vikram.
have you? You look like you haven't slept. That's the problem. You're looking really tired. What's happened? You're looking
Yes,
like.
So,
Okay, no, but
yes, I
let me
have a
tell.
project. I have
Yeah.
a project next week, so I'm preparing towards it. Yes, I'm working towards that.
Don't work so hard. Take some rest. Sleep also is required. But let me tell you, Rumen, that he was one of those people who kind of initially, when he came in, this was about, now this is 2021, very enthusiastic and really wanting to reach out to the people and identifying those people with the mindset. Then he went into training, and now we've lost him. Now he's wanting to train everyone. Everyone should be trained. Not find, he was supposed to find those people who have the mindset, and he was one of those people for this symposium I'd done, which was mediation in our
Yes, you
culture
have
and
not
tradition.
lost me. Through the community mediation, we can find a lot of people.
Well, no,
So
I tell you why. What you did, listen to Ruben also. He'll also tell us now also, but listen to his whatever when we started this session.
okay,
He
great.
only came in today in the afternoon. Earlier we had another session of the World Mediation Circle, and he understood exactly what I was saying, and he even understands who those people are. Everything now he's understood. But of course, Romain, don't go the training way, okay? Don't go where Isaac has gone. Now that's where the money is for everyone, and everyone gets lost there. Please don't go there. We lost him. He was a very nice, enthusiastic person, and I thought we'll do lots of things in Ghana. Then I lost him on training, which is the worst thing. But Vicky is here. Vicky, of course, is really enthusiastic in relation to the Greece Mediation Circle and bringing people in. Where are the other people, Vicky? Anyone else coming in?
I don't think so. If they haven't been so far, I'm not sure.
No issue, no issue. But you can tell people about your experience in relation to the Greece Mediation Circle, what we've done, what has really happened. But Mohammed was wanting to raise his hand. Mohammed, you wanted to say something?
Me?
With regards to your, sorry, you were saying to me?
Yeah. No, you had raised your hand. I thought you were.
Yeah. You said that, are there any more people coming? I said, yeah, I messaged to my whole international ADR club, and they're like, okay, we are joining. Great.
Because I know, look, Amreen, I said, Amreen is also part of that.
Yeah, Amreen Fatma is also the part of our club.
But you have to tell them, they have to talk to us. They have to put on their video. They have to unmute themselves, because otherwise, look, they're spectators on YouTube. It's going live on YouTube right now. They can watch it there. People who want to participate are the ones we need here, who are going to tell us about their experiences. Yeah.
Sure. Amreen, please थोड़ा सा
Okay.
कुछ बोलो. Try to
थोड़ा
just.
बोलो, हिंदी में बोलो, उर्दू में बोलो, पंजाबी में बोलो, सब समझ में आता है.
सर विक्रम को
I'll translate it. I'll translate
इनको
it.
आती है, इनको सारी
हाँ,
आती है.
सब आती है, बोलो मगर.
एक ही जगह, एक ही सब
What I'm saying is,
कॉन्टिनेंट में.
what just happened is that Mohammed is telling that Amreen, just say something. And I'm saying say something in Hindi, Punjabi, Urdu, any language. I'll translate, but say something. Yeah. Yeah. So Vicky, you were saying something. Yeah, Vicky. So
My
something.
name is Amreen Fatma, and I'm from Punjab.
Mhm.
I'm student of International Islamic University,
Mhm.
and I am a Sharia law student and in fourth semester of my law career.
Good. So you are going to, of course, you've come in today, but we expect you to be creating a mediation circle in your college, which Mohammed is also going to do. So we will talk about that later. But I was wanting to Vicky to tell us a little bit about, because Greece Mediation Circle, we've had we had the launch, we had 2 gatherings. What is your feeling? How's it going? What are the good things that are happening? Anything on that, Vicky?
Well, Greece Mediation Circle is we are some mediators, the majority of us, and fond of mediation, of course, and we really are striving to come up with ideas how we can communicate mediation all around the world and in our country, of course. We are lawyers. We believe in mediation, but despite that, we think mediation is a human tool which deserves to be expanded. So, based on this idea, we like to do something, each one from his part, to spread the word, and be effective. The thing is that it's not very easy to be, how can I say it, productive. So we say it, we communicate it, we have the goodwill, we have the good intention. We found difficulties on the way we can apply that.
Because Vicky, I'm telling you
This is
yeah.
the main idea that I join you today is to maybe you have more ideas so we can be more effective on this matter.
I'll tell you that for me, the only thing is that there is an apprehension for, and I think it's an apprehension with practicing mediators. They feel that mediation is some rocket science, some technical thing which has to be taught. So they're not being able to reach out to people around them. And that one question that I was saying that asked them, you know, someone who helps people resolve something, they feel that it's like maybe it's too simple a thing for people to I mean to ask them that question. It's too simple. Do they really know anyone like that? But when you ask that question and you get those people, that's when you'll feel happy, when you see the circle growing with those people with the mindset who are not there. Like I've started using the word unadulterated. They haven't been adulterated with this whole theory, the box of mediation which is going around. That hasn't touched them yet. This is a skill which is, of course, that natural aspect of it, but their experiences are the same as a person who's practicing as a mediator. There's no difference. Human interaction, it's human interaction. When you sit with 2 people and you're helping them resolve something, you do it the same way if you're called a mediator with a stamp, or you do it in an informal setting, in a family, in a community, with friends. The concept remains the same. We're wanting to make it into some complicated thing because we feel, oh, we've taken it as a profession. There has to be something more to it. But I am saying that this complication that people are creating around it removes them from something which is happening all around them, but they don't want to look at it as mediation. That's that little push that I have to make for everyone. That just go out and try it. Call those people and sit with them and just generally have a conversation, and you'll realize that it is all happening out there. But you won't find so many. I mean, you'll be able to identify very few, and that's all we need. Few good people can do a lot of difference and change around them. But who has their hands up? Gabriela, Mila, or Ale? Which one?
Gabriel.
Okay. All the
No,
hands.
no, I was
All the hands look the same for me.
mine. Sorry. Like I was thinking when you were talking, Vikram, that I have experience with some professional mediators, and I'm sorry, I'm using the quote marks because I've seen that because it's their job, they do it like it's a factory. Like people come, people see, people leave. They don't care. They're not empathetic at all. So I do think that sometimes there is a difference. Like they are trained, they are supposed to be trained, right? But they take it as a mass manufacturer. Like people sit down and leave. Because it's not natural for them. So I have seen. Oh, there are some professional mediators that are wonderful, of course, but I have seen that thing with people that end up being mediators because they don't know what to do, and it has become some sort of we're all mediators right now, and we have a lot of mediation courses, and so they do it because like, oh, I don't have a good profession, so maybe I'll be a mediator, and it doesn't work. So that's what I was going to say and I was thinking when you were talking, Dick. I'm sorry.
So that's where the artificial intelligence part will come in. We let the machines do that kind of work where people come in, ask, resolve, get out. But we leave the humans for a little more involved kind of activities where actually goes beyond that. Okay, I want to get into, I won't talk about it. Once I get into this direction, Lisa, it just goes a little too. So, but Lisa, please, you can tell everyone about yourself. I'll ask everyone to do it, but let's start with Lisa because I'm seeing her after a long time. So, yes, Lisa.
Yeah. Hi, everyone. My name is Lisa Thomas. As you can see, from South Africa. I'm a lawyer, so advocate by profession. But now I'm in the legal education space. So Vikram says I have disappeared, and that's true. I have my little baby lawyers keeping me very, very busy. But with the launch of the SA Mediation Circle, I think I've got some fire under my feet. So you'll definitely be seeing more of me. I have presented before at conferences and symposia. So, but I've not been consistent this year. So I'm hoping to change that. And I'm very pleased to connect with all of you today.
And that's a middle name. Her middle name is Law Mom. She has all these college students that she's helping. So, and we are going to get those college students into the circle, and definitely, I'm sure they have some good things that they will do. But Gabriel, why don't all three of you tell us about yourselves? So, look, you'll be meeting new people. Mohammed is here for the first time. Romain is here. Isaac has, like I said, he's around, but he's not with us in the way I want him to be with us. So Gabriel, please just tell everyone about yourself.
Me?
Yeah, you.
But they already know a little bit about me because I've been saying some things so they can figure out what type of person I am. So they already know a little bit. But well, Ale just told about herself, so that's check, right?
The check. Okay.
Check. Hi everyone. My name is Maria Gabriela. They call me Gabriel. I am a professional mediator. I've been mediating for more than 12 years now. I love it. Mediation saved me from my law degree because thankfully I don't have to be a lawyer anymore. So I love it because I went to college thinking that being a lawyer was like to fight for the justice, like almost like a superhero. And when I was in like studying, I figured it wasn't for me. So mediation saved me. I love it. I have been mediating in different aspects now, like family mediation, mediation with the state. In Ecuador, we have a lot of cases in which the state and in the institutions mediate, and that's a whole different world, but it's wonderful too. And now Mila, Ale, and I are trying to go to schools and we're going to start going to business now to find people that have the mediation mindset to make them visible to their community. So the idea is to go there, find these people, and help them organize some sort of way so they can know who they are and who they can go to when they have a problem, and that person can help them with a wonderful dialogue that we all believe in. I don't know where else. Also, I have to tell you guys that we have to leave because we are going to lose power in a few minutes, and we would rather say goodbye organized than the computer just shut it down. So
Yeah,
sorry.
as Gabriel told you, we have power shortage in all the country. So we came today to Mila's house because Gabriel and my house have no electricity because of the neighborhoods. But now in this neighborhood, the light is going to go. So
then,
we
then
have
you have to go to your house. Then you have to go to your house. There'll be
No,
electricity there.
no,
Then we'll go to
it
Gabriel's
actually
house.
It overlaps.
it overlaps. We have every house has like from 6 to 8 hours without electricity every day. So we have to find these places where we can share lights.
But Ecuador is a beautiful country. You guys should come here because this
Thank
thing
you.
is like
You've sold it.
wonderful.
You people should not be part of the tourist development authority at all.
Yeah, of course.
No.
No, I have to tell you guys, it's a beautiful country, it's really small. You have beaches, you have everything, but no light for now. But
That's okay. That's
we are
okay.
hoping that it will end someday.
No,
So
but I think no, but what you people are saying exactly that is what we need. Is we get these people out, identify them, and put them out for people to value, to at least at least connect with. I think that's. But for that, Gabriel, we are also looking at a newsletter. We need to have a newsletter, an Ecuador Mediation Circle newsletter, where we will record these experiences that these people have given to other people, what people experiences people have had, short stories, and it can be this most simplest of language so that we can circulate those in schools also. So we have the faces. If parents allow the kids to put their faces up there, that's of course to the parents. But if these children are so special, I think we should convince the parents that please allow us to put them out there. If they're
and let's hope we can have a circle, a tiny circle with tiny people.
Yeah, that's the idea. That is the idea. I mean, that's where the future is. That's what we have to do. So Mila, hi.
Hi. Hello, everybody. Nice to meet you. Well,
everyone wants to know about you also. Please.
Okay. We have to go now. We are very happy, glad to work with you, with people from all around the world. We are mediation lovers also. So we want to make this mindset at little people, young people in schools. Ale is now working with us also. So we will be in touch.
Great. So what we have to do is we'll have a special Ecuador School Mediation Circle. Let's launch that whenever you people have time. Let's do that so that at least people who want to work in that area can come together there. So please fix a time and let's do that, because I think day after tomorrow we're launching the Ecuador Reflective Practice Circle with Roque. That's going to happen.
Ale wants to be there too, by the way.
Yeah, please invite everyone to be there from Ecuador. But that's one for the Ecuador one, okay? Not for everyone else.
Yeah.
Only for people from Ecuador.
So, bye everyone. We'd rather say goodbye like this than having us disappear.
Great.
Nice
bye.
to meet you.
Care.
Nice
bye
meeting
bye.
you, Ale.
Thank you,
Nice meeting you.
Vikram.
Bye, Mila.
Nice to
If
see
she's
you
there
all.
listening to me. Bye.
Yes.
Yeah. So, but Romain, you haven't. Everyone doesn't know you because I met you earlier. So I mean, you introduce yourself. So you can do a little introduction at the same time. Also, whatever we discussed today, what your thoughts were, because everything that you said was really important. Please repeat that for everyone. So please. Yes, Romain. Yes.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I was saying that this conversation has changed a lot in my mind. First, when I'm handling a campaign, I'm launching a campaign through schools, universities in Congo. The campaign is about the mediation using conflict resolution skills because of all the problems that we have in our justice system. So I wanted this to be a change in the mentality. That's how I see it. And I did like the word of culture of peace and culture of mediation. So but I thought that was more something that is related to expertise than what I'm hearing from what Vikram is saying is that it's first about the mindset, and I love the mindset because when it comes to Congo, the justice system, it cannot afford to be everywhere. It's a continent. So most of the judges and the lawyers, you find them in the big cities. So what is happening behind the big cities? So how do they solve the problem? So this is really showing that they have been doing dialogue. Most of people we talk about dialogue, but when you specify the dialogue, you will find out that if it is between two people, then it's a negotiation. And then when they bring another person, and then it comes to a mediation. So it seems like every single day they do it, but they don't really realize that this is what they're doing, that this is what is helping them. So I just wanted to come in and let them know that this is something that you have been doing. But unfortunately, when a problem comes up, they will go to lawyers, and lawyer will bring them to the court. Even though they know that you need money to win at the court. That's Congo wise. You need money. And then you're not sure that you're going to win the case because you are right, or because the lawyer can change everything, and the judge too. The president himself just say that our system is sick. That's from the president's view. And then on the other side, I have to go to a court, and then my lawyer told me, with the judge, they told me, oh, you know what? Even though you are losing, but we can make you win. This is not a problem. So it seems like people really live by the mediation, but that they don't realize it.
Absolutely. That's what the situation is. But what I need to do is, let's put up, when you said it's a continent, I mean, how big is Congo? This is how big Congo is. And that's a huge area. That's a huge area.
Yes.
But
it is
it's quite
big...
green. It's quite green, Romain.
What do you say? I'm sorry?
It's quite green. It's a lot of forest area there.
Yeah. Yeah. So, and then the main issue is that we don't have roads. So it's very hard to travel from one point to another in Congo.
Okay.
We don't have roads. So you can tell that the based on the problems, based on the conflicts, if we just have to wait on the court system to solve the problem, we're not going to make it. And then we have ethnic conflicts mostly everywhere in Congo, and we also have armed conflicts in Congo. So just waiting on the justice to solve the problem is not going to work. And then another thing that I would add is that since we have been in massive killing, the government is not doing anything. So the people have been in those kinds of conflicts for almost 30 years without anything. So I'm just believing that we need to find a way at least to give them at least the voice, so they can talk, they can explain to us what is happening, where they are.
That's what's also going to happen, is that these people who are going to be identified, who have the mediator mindset, they'll have a larger role to play within the community, and to, of course, within the community, but with other communities and on a local, national level. There's a lot of work that they will be required for. So that's why it's important to find these people as soon as we can. I mean, that's the whole idea. But let's see how soon we can send out this message, how soon we can start bringing them in, and how soon can we send out that information to people, identifying them. Okay, this person is there, and so this is what the person does on the ground. you can get in touch with this person. So it's a whole database that we have to put together, which we'll do. It starts with a small step, but it'll happen. It'll happen. And
Yeah, thank you. I'm going to do that because I think I was some internal obstacle myself because I was first thinking about training them because I didn't go with the mindset. I didn't know that they do really live with mediation. So they are there, people that can help. Yeah, but now from this conversation, I just changed my mind.
Because the thing is that training, certification, accreditations, that is colonization of mediation. That's another way of colonization. That's like the person who actually has the skill, you are a savage. You don't know anything. You are not a mediator. I am the mediator because I got this certification.
Yes.
And that is what the colonization is. So we have to be able to stop this colonization also. We've already gone through hundreds of years of that. Now for mediation, we have to stop it also. So that's
Vikram, I think I disagree on that.
Obviously, you are on the other side. You are the one we are fighting. You are the colonizer, Isaac. You are the colonizer.
No, Vikram, I think I wanted to find out from Mr. Conde something. Maybe whether he's aware of the local peace committee in Congo and how is their strength now? Is it still working or it's not working?
Which one is that? Which community?
What did you say? I'm sorry.
Look, I read about them using a local peace committee to resolve their local conflicts and ethnic conflict among them within the local level. So I wanted to find out whether he's aware and he has come across anything like that and how is it working in Congo.
Okay, thank you. The problem with what is happening in Congo is that people are really working, but you don't see it happening. So what does it mean? We have because the country is very, very big, and then we do have some communities that are coming together and using mediation to solve problems. But this, I think, needs to be acknowledged by the government. So people need to know what is being done in the communities. If it is not shown, you don't see it. Like myself, I don't see what is being done exactly because I was looking from the expertise level of the mediation. So I truly believe that what is there is not enough. Yes, they try. They are solving problems. We just had a problem around the Kinshasa, which is the main city. People, two big ethnies have been killing themselves, and they even entered the main city with killings. But the government, people did not understand what caused this, and then everyone is believing that this is political matter, trying to motivate what is happening there. And then when we look at the way that they try to solve it, no one is understanding that there have been mediation or something. So it seems like they're putting pressure on people to become silent. So that type of silence is not solving problems. So I don't really...
Romain.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, Vicky.
Have you finished? I'm sorry. Have you finished?
Yeah, I think answering the question from Isaac is like, I don't feel that we do have successful peaceful resolutions in Congo. We have been in war, when you look at the eastern part of the Congo, for 3 decades. And then the African Unity asked Congolese government to try to use what they call transitional justice. So they will combine mechanisms of justice and reconciliation to help people come back together. This has not been studied yet.
Yes, Vicky was saying something. Yeah, Vicky?
Romain, if I
Yes.
can tell you, thank you very much for your sincere declarations. These are really helpful, and we have the opportunity as as gathering here today to learn things and events and all the things that are happening to your country. And I would like to ask you, of course, you are a fan of the mediation, I suppose, okay, because you are here today, and we all are. I was wondering how realistic is for you people in Congo, to find ways to expand and to establish the mindset of mediation. How do you think that that could be possible to communicate with your colleagues, with your family, with your friends in your community? How realistic is that? And what could you do to do it? And I'm asking you this just to have to give me ideas how all the rest can we do it, because this is why we are keep talking in all our gatherings.
Oh, thank you. This is a great question. I have one starting point. The starting point will be how the entire population is disappointed about the justice system. That's number one. So it seems like they want to go there, but before going, they know that it's not working. And because it is not working, so this is the time to find an alternative way to do so. And then I'm not just saying that mediation is the unique alternative way, but because they do live by doing mediation everywhere. The justice system is only in big cities. The way historically we have solved the problem is through mediation, through dialogue. Talking about my own family, I'm the only one who went to the university. So people, they are not really educated. That's what I'm trying to say here. So they don't really trust lawyers. We are so technical, we judges. No, they have traditional ways to solve problems. So what we're doing here is not very far from what they do really believe in. So it's just a matter of finding a way to let them understand. Like I just learned something from Vikram, the mindset, the people who are there doing already what we are trying to bring under the expertise. But they are people who are already doing something. So I'm realistic because I launched the campaign through universities. So what I'm doing right now in Kinshasa is to organize conferences everywhere to talk about mediation and other ways to solve problems without first going to the court. But I'm telling them that what we're doing will not change the court system in terms of letting people not to go there, because there is some matters that cannot come to the mediation because of the way they are, the nature of the matter themselves require that they go to the justice system. But other than that, I think most of the case can be first. I'm just putting a line under the word. I'm underlining the first. That's what I'm telling them. Before you go to the court will always be there, waiting on you to go there. Find another way where you will be yourself taking care of your own problem with your own outcomes. We think this is a better way to do things.
And this way will
But
work
are the
more.
people
Yeah.
ready to do that? Are the people ready to accept this?
No, they're
What do
already
you
doing it.
think?
Vicky, I think what Romain is also trying to put across is
Yeah,
that people are
I
already
think
doing it. They're already doing it. It's all happening. It's not put under an umbrella. It's what is the actual activity that is happening is actually mediation. But it doesn't come under the umbrella of mediation only because that mediation comes with certain certifications and trainings and accreditations. So these people who are really performing on the ground are not are not put under that category of mediators, which is what I mean, that these are the real mediators are all out there. So what remains is from our discussions, there is something that he's been able to pick up. He's going to work on it, and he'll come with more concrete, I think, thoughts next time. But the idea is that the mindset is there. Connecting people to those people is the main thing that we need to do, and the skill development of these people will happen by their practice itself. And otherwise we have enough resources available for them to benefit from. There are more than 700 videos on my channel itself from
thank
people
you.
around the world, so it's all
Thank
a free resource available to everyone. So that's, I think, kind of a good direction that Romain has also given it, because these are things that I talk about. Here he's understood it. He's understood that yes, those people exist. First of all, that was the main thing I had to tell people, that they exist. So
Yes.
yes, they exist. But further we have to take it forward only when people like Mohammed, who are in college, they create that atmosphere within their colleges and they take it out into their communities and families. That's when that next step happens, because the mindset is there. Even in college, I keep saying that, look, wisdom doesn't have an age. Wisdom is not age based. Wisdom is wisdom. It can be with a young person in school. It could not be there in a person who's 90 years old also. Wisdom has nothing to do with age. So if these people who are already there in colleges, so Mohammed, what are your thoughts on that? From your college itself, we have to start a mediation circle. That's what we need to do.
From my college or
Yes,
from my local teaching center?
from your college, from your center, everywhere, everywhere.
Yeah, we can try, because we are, as I said, we are already in process of registering our society in club, and we are also it's completely ADR based society. So we are covering actually
But only here you'll have
all
to
the
specialize.
aspects.
You'll have to specialize. For me, it is only mediation. It is focus
Yeah,
clear. Other
yeah,
words we
I
don't even
agree.
use.
No, we are okay. Minus the A word. I'm
Minus
coming
the A
towards
word.
the M word, the C word, the conciliation, mediation, and
Mediation, yeah.
negotiation.
Mediation,
The,
conciliation
the,
for me is the same thing. They're both the same thing.
the diplomatic kinds of
But
resolutions.
but
Would
first
you
let's
say that?
get Zain in. Zain hasn't introduced himself. Zain, you want to tell us a little bit about yourself?
Well, hi everybody. Thank you very much for providing the platform. I'm going to introduce myself. My name is Zanuddin Khan. I am a second year law student of University of London, and I am also director media publication of IADRC. And as you know, Muhammad Usama Zafar is also here with us, and he is also the president of the IADRC club. So the thing is that I'm new into this arbitration and
Oof,
mediation.
A word, A word, no A word, A word not to be
Okay,
used.
okay, no, no,
A
okay,
word.
okay, 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 okay. Okay. So the thing is that I'm experiencing what is mediation, and I am doing research on it. Currently, I am busy with my exams. So yeah, I am doing research on this. That what is mediation? How is things going? What is IMI? So this is a brief introduction about myself.
If you really want to do that research, please go into whatever, say, what is that, Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, and there will be people there. There's someone was on one of my
Dirga
events.
system.
Yeah, he was there, engineer Mohammed Hasnain, I think Hasnain, his name is, telling us about what is really happening on the ground in Pakistan itself. So
Yeah,
on
yeah,
the
yeah.
ground, that is where we have to start from. The IMI
Yes.
kind of situation of certifications and all that, that world has been created out of something which is an activity which is happening all the time everywhere. It's just
Yeah,
that
yeah.
no one identifies that, which is what we were just talking about. That no one identifies that up till some stamp doesn't get put on it. And which is the problem with us in
This is
everything
the
that we
problem.
do.
Yes,
We need
yes, yes.
someone to put a stamp on it and then we will value it. But these people are
Yes.
there. Let's value them
Can
without
you
the stamp.
Yeah, I mean, Vikram sir, even I think in India, in Pakistan, even in KPK, Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, the northwest frontier province of Pashtun, and in Punjab even, and even in Sindh, you can say it is a kind of mediation and a negotiation procedure that we call jirga, or it is also called panchayat in India.
Jirga will be a little different. Jirga will be a little different because
Kind of,
there
because there
these
is the third parties
yeah
and the elders of the
elders, yeah, the
village.
elders kind of take a decision. They take a
It's a
decision. So
panchayat type thing
yeah,
in India. It's called panchayat. So yeah, it's a
because
kind of thing. But the way you said that when there is no stem, people only care when there is a stem. So it's already existing, but in the blind's eye, it's just
exactly.
under the wheel.
Exactly. But we also have to be careful about these words because even panchayat is a terminology used by villagers for that group of people who take decisions for them. So panchayat actually takes decisions. So wherever any concept of a decision comes in, let's leave that out totally from our vocabulary at all, because this is that connection that, look, this is practical thing that I'm saying because I spoke to some villagers in India. So there also someone had gone promoting mediation and had connected mediation to the panchayat. Now the first thing that comes to their mind is panchayat takes decision. So now in their mind there was some person is going to come and he's going to take a decision for us. Again, that same thought process. So I had to explain to them, no, mediation is totally different. Panchayat gives a decision. Mediator does not give a decision. He helps you to resolve it. The final solution is yours. Once they understood that, then I asked them about people in their village. Do they know if someone who is practicing as a mediator? And then names came out. So now the panchayat had to be removed from their mind. These people who are actually practicing in their village as mediators, those names came out. They told us about what the person was doing, how they went about the process. Everything about mediation they knew. It was just that the conversation has to be very clear. No, don't get anyone mixed up in relation to some terminology which is being used in the local area. Say Romain is also saying, say in a village there, that traditionally the mediation is happening. No, we don't have to go by traditionally it is happening. Ask people what is the process which is happening, because in villages also the A word happens. Arbitration takes place. Chiefs also do arbitration, but there are people who do mediation. So we have to distinguish between the two. That is very important, because that's when you get to the right process and you connect people with the right process, you're connecting them with the right people. Then the mediator is a different person and arbitrator is a different person. They do have different roles to play. But just by saying traditionally, like you said, jirga comes to mind. But jirga, those elders are taking a decision for them. They're telling them what to do. So that's totally out of the concept of mediation. So that's why I'm saying that traditionally also, that because forget about everyone else. Our Supreme Court took out a training manual for mediation, and there also they connected it with panchayat. Now, how do I explain to a person in a village when the Supreme Court is connecting the two and the villager says panchayat takes decision? In our movies, you have these. I'm sure you've seen in our Hindi movies, panchayat ka faisla, the decision of the panchayat. That's been ingrained into everyone's mind. How do you change their thought process on that? That no, this is not going to be a decision taken by this body. So that's what we have to be very clear that communication has to happen, distinguishing has to happen. Only then will we reach the right people, and the right people are there. Just have to bring them out. Yeah, Mohammed.
And I think that I agree with your point. Obviously, we can connect jirga and panchayat and these words that you were talking about with that A word.
Yes.
But we can't connect it to the mediation, of course.
No.
Yeah. Okay, that opened my mind actually. Yeah. Now I'm thinking about it again and I'm saying, yeah, you are right. Absolutely. Yeah. We can connect it to the A word, but it's completely different than mediation, because obviously mediator is not making a decision. There the elders are making the decision, but mediator is just a car driver who is there to give and steer a direction for you to arrive to a conclusion.
Exactly.
Absolutely. But we need to work on the grassroots levels, like the first year students, the college level, school level students, because even the ground in Pakistan is very grave. I would agree with Mr. Romain here. He said about the justice system in Congo. He haven't seen the justice system of Pakistan, to be very honest. It's more or like same.
Then I'll say you haven't seen the justice system in India then. I'm saying
Yeah.
it's even worse. So it's the worst. We're talking about in the worst, we are talking about situations. Things are really bad in the world itself.
Really bad. Yeah.
And also, let me tell you why I say it's bad everywhere in the world. Because the concept is justice delayed is justice denied. It's as simple as that.
Absolutely.
Even for one day, if someone goes into a prison who is innocent, a person is innocent, because the court doesn't have time to take up the guy's matter. Why one day? Taking away someone's freedom for even 1 hour because the system is inefficient is the biggest human rights violation that can be. How can it be bigger than that? So the colonization has put into people's mind, it doesn't matter, courts can take time. How can you take it so casually? Someone's life is gone. The kind of cases that come out, someone has been put on the death penalty, has been in jail for 14 years, and suddenly the Supreme Court says you're acquitted, you found not guilty. You finished the guy's life. Every day of his life, he was thinking that he's going to be hung like that. And suddenly now you're innocent. How do you allow someone to do that to you? So that system by itself has to be relooked, that the colonizers process, the civil procedure code, the criminal procedure code we picked up from the colonizer. The court system is the colonizers. The jail is the colonizers. The police is the colonizers. That's whole concept that in today's world, to put a person an innocent person in a jail by itself, I think it should not be acceptable at all. But it is so casually done, and this is something that these days I tell everyone that look, a free country, we'll only call any country a free country only when these three threats are not there. I'll call the police, I'll send you to jail, I'll take you to court. When these three things are not threats, then we are a free country. Otherwise, we are still colonized. That's the way I look at it.
Colonized from our minds and imperialistic from our mindsets, to be very honest.
Absolutely.
Still imperialistic from our mindsets. We can boast about, yeah, we are independent, but are we independent mentally? That is the main question. We are not. We are being subjected to those acts and those situations. For example, I don't know much about India, but civil procedure code and criminal procedure code
you don't have to know anything about India. That everything that Pakistan has, India has taken the same thing. We took the colonizer civil procedure code, which you also took. Same.
We have done same things. Criminal procedure codes and everything is same. Just we have a little bit difference of hudud ordinance. That is the Islamic Sharia law. That is the extra cherry on top. That is a difference. Little difference. Everything else is same. Pakistan Penal Code. You have Indian Penal Code, IPC, and it is almost same.
Changed. We amended it. We amended it. We came out with a new code, but took everything from there, largely taken from there only. Because I tell you, the problem is that the governments don't want to let go of the colonizer's law, because the colonizer's law totally helps the person ruling a country. They're ruling. It's like ruling. Power, anyone. So the colonizer had made the structure in such a way that they gave them enough power to do things, enough discretion to its own people. The police will have its discretion available because you want to get out of situations. You had the court which had discretion. The whole law, no one wants to give away with that law. They give them different names. They change a few things here and there, but the structure remains the same. So we have, like you said, colonized in the mind, and it benefits people to stay colonized or keeping us colonized in that way. So it serves the purpose. So yes, that definitely is there.
Absolutely. Like there was a case in Pakistan, and there was an old case in Pakistan. A woman was actually assaulted. She got raped, and when the court, the procedure started, and it took so long. The decision came out. Would you believe it? Like this is the weak point. There is where we can boast about that. This is the plus point of ADR. The people say, what is the benefit of ADR? I say, now I give this example for Pakistani people to understand that this is the main point. The decision of that woman and her assault and everything came out after 20 years, by which time she was married and she had 2 kids. Would you believe it?
Yeah, that's another problem with this.
It's unbelievable that if someone is gone, she is going for 20 years to same trauma mentally, daily in her life, again and again and again and again. Who is going to pay for that psychological trauma and everything?
That's the biggest issue, that no one is held liable for that. Even like I said, one day's trauma is bad enough. 20 years is like, it's amazing that people can get away with that. But
and then we call up and we discuss. Then we talk about the theories of rule of law and the grand norm and this and that. Rule of law? nobody is above the law. Then why judges are above the law?
Exactly. A
Simple.
lot of questions.
It's
That's
a very
why
simple question. I asked one of my colleagues. His father is a high court judge. I asked, uncle, would you tell me that is the rule of law theory is absolutely foundational? He said, yeah, no country can exist without it. I said, how we and other countries, colonial countries, are existing without it? He said, how? I said, because the judges are above the law. And he was giving me that stares. He was like this.
you are not
He
welcome
was
in his
willing to
house
kill
anymore.
me.
You're
He
not
was
welcome in
willing
his
to kill
house.
me right now.
You don't question these things. You just accept them and keep letting it
No,
go.
I question them.
Sure,
We
you
have to.
must. You must.
We have to.
The
We
whole
have to, because
colonizer structure has
if
to
we
be
don't,
questioned. That is sitting
if
on.
we don't, then they will just get away with anything they
Yeah.
want.
But then I decided that look, this is one area that we can keep talking about them and talking about the system, but won't get anywhere because it's a system which is benefiting a lot of people, a lot of vested interest on that side. So I said, let's shift our focus totally starting from the ground upwards. Let's get all first, let's get the people who have that mediator mindset. Let's get them together. Then I've distinguished between the mediator mindset and the peacemaker mindset. Difference is that the mediator has the skill to actually assist you in resolving something, and the peacemaker is someone who has the skill to bring you together. But that is also an important skill, bringing people together so that one, if they can resolve it within themselves, damn good, we're happy. But if they can't, then the mediator exists in that community whom they can take that these people to. So let's find these people first. Let's start getting them into the circle. So let's have that conversation. They'll share their experience. We'll put it out, be it through little video clips or through a newsletter. So the Pakistan Mediation Circle was launched. So as part of that, we can have a Pakistan Mediation Circle newsletter, and we can put these stories out. Because for me right now, the whole, focus is on putting out these actual stories from the ground. What is actually happening? These people are practicing there as mediators, helping people. Because in India, there was this report that came out that somewhere between 3% and 25% matters or disputes which are out there go into courts. So imagine that from anywhere from 97% to 75% of disputes do not even go to courts. There's so many disputes out there which need to be resolved and are also being resolved. It's not, and some of them will be resolved through mediation, other through the A word, whatever is happening, but in informal settings. So I'm not saying it's going to be a proper structured arbitration, but on an informal level, it could be chiefs in Africa, or could be panchayats in India, or wherever. Every country will have its system, but someone is taking a decision for you, and those things are not going into courts. So definitely there are so many disputes out there, but at least let's put out the people first. It's all about people. It's about faces. The right faces have to be out there first, and their experiences to be shared, those people to be valued within the community, within the country, globally. All those people, because it's a special skill, it's a special mindset. So let's do that. And then from there, reaching out to people, because I don't even want to promote mediation if I don't have the right people who will be the face for mediation. It's not useful at all just to say, oh, ask someone to assist you, but who? That person also should be able to take you through the process in the way I look at it, which I'm sure all of you look at it, that whole humanistic approach, the heart, soul, spirituality part. We will hear these three words a lot. Lisa has heard them enough. Vicky's just about heard them. Isaac has heard them also a lot. But heart, soul, spirituality are words which definitely are important to me. So a person comes from a totally different kind of a mindset and thought process. So let's bring those people out first. That's our every part of the world, and we'll create that, of course, a whole global database. We'll do that. But then when we reach that level, that's when you want to then promote mediation, because you also have the person that you can connect them with. That's the way I want to do it. Yes, Vicky, is that okay? Does that sound all right? Okay, nothing to say. That's damn good. That means it all made sense. Good. But what we haven't got is
I'm
that,
afraid I have
yeah.
to leave you. I have to leave you, and I want to thank every one of you that for everything you shared with me, and hope to see you on next gathering.
Yes, the Greece
World
Mediation Circle
gathering.
gathering.
Yeah, thank you.
Yes,
Before
thank
you
you.
leave, Vicky, before you leave, I wanted to tell you that there is real challenge of talking about mediation, of thinking that it's going to work. It's not easy, because what the population is expecting is to see those who have committed crime to be arrested, put in jail, prisons, but this is not happening. So when you come with mediation, they will ask you what you're going to do when those who are committing crimes are there everywhere. We know them. You don't have the power. So what kind of solutions are you trying to bring to us? So
but we are the
really
ambassadors, haven't we? Yes,
it's
exactly.
really challenging. Yes.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
And we all believe on that, and we are the ambassadors of this perception, aren't we? So we need to follow that till the end. This is the purpose, and this is the mission. This is the mission.
Yeah, we have the passion. Yeah.
This is the mission.
Yes, passion is converted into
nice
mission.
Meeting you all. Yes.
Thank
Very
you.
nice meeting you all, and hope to
Thank
see you
you,
again
thank
in
you.
the next gathering circle.
See you.
Bye.
Bye, man.
Bye. So, but we haven't got Zane's thought. Zane, any thoughts?
Well, what can I say? What you are saying about the jirga and all the thing that you said earlier, you were right about the whole structure and all the things that the current law in our country is totally ineffective, and the judicial system is not working well. And even Sir Romain also said in about the Congo, what's happening in Congo. So things are very difficult. Let's see what's going to happen. But yeah, your point about introducing the mediation and that certification thing that you said earlier, it was right. Uh, but let's see what's going to happen. And the second thing, that what we are doing in Pakistan currently, me and Osama, we are trying to create an awareness about the ADR, because our country is basically focused on litigation. There is no concept as of ADR, there is no concept of mediation, there's nothing like that. Only in the rural areas there is jirga. Earlier Osama also said that, and this panchayat concept, but there is nothing like such thing as ADR. But now the Pakistan have made the Islamabad High Court and the Sindh High Court have also give the judgment. They have made an academy where there are where they practice mediation rules, where they practice about arbitration as well, but mainly their focus is on mediation. So let's see what's going to have, what's the future of ADR in Pakistan.
You are the future of mediation. Forget
We
we are not going to talk about ADR, but no ADR mediation. And the future, as you future, like we say, the future is here. That is what I say. The future is here. But all we need to do is from this, I mean, from the surroundings, that is people in your college, in your family, in your community, children in schools that you know, that just that one question, please ask them. Do you know someone who helps people resolve their fights, disagreements, misunderstandings? Don't even have to use words like conflicts and dispute. Maybe that's too technical for people to understand. Simple questions, just get those names and we'll get them into a gathering. We'll ask them what they do, how they did it, and you will not need to learn about mediation anywhere, because you'll get the whole class on mediation in one go. And a child in school will, a 10-year-old, 11-year-old will tell you everything about mediation in such simple words that you'll be happy to listen to it. But I want you to do it. Once you do that and listen to these children, you'll get that hope. Yes, mediation exists, mediators exist. It's just that they are lost in the background because no one values them, because it's a way of life for them. They just do it. I mean, how do you, and if they're doing it with their friends, who knows what the person did? But once we bring them out and they talk about their experiences, talk about the kinds of issues that they help resolve. And this is not just in school. I'm saying school, college, community, family, where everywhere. When you hear about all that, because finally, I mean, people will connect with the process only when they hear something which they can connect with. It's a story that they connect with. Why do stories sell? Why does Bollywood become big? We just sell stories and stories that people connect with. So why can't we create this as stories? These are stories out there, and such beautiful stories. I mean, just helping someone resolve something is such a beautiful story. But we don't get good positive stories out there. Social media doesn't hit us with good positive stories because you're not going to read it. You want some masala somewhere. What happened? Something. So pure, nice, simple stories are getting lost. which is what we are going to use. Be it I'm saying call it a newsletter, but record these little stories and circulate them. People will be happy to read about them. And at the same time, those people who are actually practicing as mediators, they'll get highlighted, that their faces will be out there. So people get to know about them and they can get in touch with them directly. And whenever there's an issue, at least there's some kind of faith in some person, the trust in that person that you have to create. Because that in I'm still okay, we don't know what was happening before the colonizer came, but I'm hoping that the situation was such that you had communities which lived together, and if they had some issues, they had these people within the community who helped them resolve it, because there was no court. Courts is a concept that we have been given by the colonizer. But yes, in Africa, the rulers had their courts. In India, the princely states had their courts. So the courts, in that sense, existed in that. I mean, without being called a court, but it was a court of the princely state. The king had a court, and that you hear about Jahangir's Insaf,
Yeah,
Jahangir
the
ka
Mughal
Insaf.
emperors, yeah.
Yeah, Jahangir had this
Yeah.
concept. He had a bell hanging
Akbar.
outside. Anyone could ring it at any time of the day, at night, and he would come there to give justice. So all that.
It was called it's in sorry to interrupt you. It was called Zanjire Jangiri, the chain of Jangir.
Yes.
The person was to come and ring it, and at the same time, just it's just mind-boggling. The king of millions of square kilometers comes out and going to give you justice. It doesn't works now.
No chance.
After the gift of so-called common law system, which is common for everyone, so-called,
Yeah.
it doesn't work like that. I mean.
So basically, let's just hope that, okay, we can bring community. First of all, look, I've been telling people that one is that mediation is what mediators do. Yes, they do that. But mediators will have a much larger role to play in society, because bringing communities together is also going to be a very important role, because communities are broken down. Whatever the reasons, I'm not even going to blame anyone, because restructuring of society took place. Materialism was something which came out, which maybe has affected communities, families. Forget communities, it's affected families. So that all those social issues which have created whatever has happened in the world, okay, we might not be able to do too much about the social issues, because with changing social issues comes spiritual development. So spiritual development of society itself is a lot that we have to work on. And spiritual, as it's not about religion, it's about spirituality, which spirituality is a lot, I mean, a different, much for me, it's a larger concept of spirituality. So spiritual development of society by itself has something that we need to work on. And how that's going to happen, for me, it's going to happen, one, when people experience good people, experience wise people. Because today they're not being able to experience those people, because that's not a way that you have developed for people to resolve anything. They don't even have those people around them now, because like I said, communities broke down, families broke down. So those wise people as we should have had around us are not even valued, because today wisdom is not valued, money is valued. And that's the priorities of society which have changed over time. So wisdom is not valued, but we have to bring that out, bring the wise people out. And wise people, like I said, not age based. A 10-year-old wise person also has to be brought out as much as whatever age it is. So that wisdom has to be available to everyone. So let's bring these people out. Let's talk about their experiences, what they're doing. Let people interact with them. I mean, my whole idea of the various shows that I did, one of them is called In Conversation with a Beautiful Mind, because I said that mediator mindset is a beautiful mind, and let's talk to these people. So we had those conversations. Those are just conversations. I mean, they went on, the longest one has gone for 4.5 hours without a break. That's the record for that particular show. So I'm sure, I don't expect all of you to watch those. So those are long conversations. Isaac has been on that. I don't know how long his conversation was. So those are the things that we tried to do. Bring these people out, at least listen to them. It's a different mindset. It's a different mindset. And then you're creating a space in a community. You're creating a space where people can come together and have that dialogue, work towards consensus building, which could be for a local issue, could be for a national issue, could be towards a global issue. But at least who's going to create that space? I mean, this is an issue, a challenge that you face, because activism and advocacy are funded by people, because it's a vested interest to develop those spaces. What is the vested interest in bringing people together to come together and have a good conversation? Look, have a good dialogue, work towards consensus building, because divide and rule is the way that the colonizer gave us. That is the way you rule, divide. So for ways to divide people, there are lots of platforms. But what about a space in your college where everyone can come together and have a nice objective conversation, a dialogue, a discussion on an issue which you face within the college, or something, or on a local or national issue, anything? Are those spaces, they're not created. What is created is a debating society. Let's debate this, please. Okay, I'm sure that has its space, but what about this, where we can actually look at in some way a dialogue, a consensus building approach? So those spaces we have to create. So it starts with you, both of you, please. College, we have to start there. Of course, we have
Actually, Vikram, I would like to add this thing that the education sector in Pakistan is being very commercialized, frankly
everywhere,
speaking. It's
everywhere.
commercialized, and they don't focus on the building the character of a student. They don't focus on building the. They are just there's a bombardment of knowledge. You have to write this, and all those knowledge is exam focused,
Okay.
exam oriented, and we are not focusing on the building of our character, building of our skills. We are not focusing on how should our critical thinking and this, like you just said, that mediation, we are not focusing on that. What the main focus is, the main focus is on that, yeah, we have a profit objective, we have a profit maximization objective. We want students who study for us and then get good grades, and then we put a poster on Facebook, Instagram, or any social media app, and we just do that promotion. Our student got 9 A stars, our student got 8 10 A stars, our student got this grade, our student got this position. So nobody is focusing on this thing.
I think
Absolutely.
Mr. Vikram knows this
So
like
Exactly. It's the same,
on the
it's the
first
same
page.
thing everywhere. So
Because
don't
wha-
even.
it's same. It's same.
it's
हमारे
the
यहाँ बच्चे ने ये
हमें
फर्स्ट
क्या?
पोजीशन लिए बोर्ड में, ये सीएससी में बच्चे ने लिए, ये हर जगह लगा हुआ है,
so
ये उनका
they
नहीं
don't
है, ये
have
हमारे
they
भी
don't.
है. It's same.
So this is, look, this is the trauma of this South Asian society, Pakistan, India, and Bangladesh. We don't focus on
And
these issues that Vikram is telling us. In even you are talking about the college level, people don't know about ADR. Seriously. So
even they
that
don't want to know.
Yeah.
they even don't want to know, because they are
Yeah,
so
when
busy
we
with their
try to.
social media. They're so busy with their social media. They're so busy with their Instagram. They're so busy with their likes and their reactions
And I
and
think
the reach
if
they
you're
are
talking about
having.
social media, you can also
Yeah.
use the social media to promote the mediation activities as well, so that you can also get to know.
So
I
that's
believe you
why
have a
that's
lot of followers.
that. Yeah, as I was saying, right? But yeah, look, me and Osama, we have created a society. It's not a society; it's a basically a club where the like-minded mediators come, and we have roles, and we practice mediation. And not only practice, we are trying to teach and educate people about mediation as well.
But
So
what I want you people
let's
to,
see.
yeah, but I want
But
what
Like
we
I
are,
want you people
we
to
have
do.
touched the
Yeah.
basic government universities and the government based universities, and to be honest, the families that are not very privileged, I would say, those who are going to public colleges, public universities, they are not having University of London degrees. They don't know what mediation is. They don't have even enough exposure for that. So that's why we are trying to reach them. We are trying to patch them in. We are trying to lure them in. They are like, okay, I think we will be weak in English. I say, okay, it's fine. Whatever you can say, just say it in Urdu, say it in English, say it in any language. Just say it. When you will try to speak, I was not born with this English. I mean, I'm Pakistani. I'm not son of Queen Victoria. I mean, obviously, I was not born with this thing. We all are like we all have our local accents and everything. Mr.
Exactly.
Vikram wasn't born with this accent, nor Zain, nor anyone else. It,
Absolutely.
it takes time. So we are just getting them reassured. We are also teaching them the A word that you said. We
No,
are
no, we're
also
not going to
focusing
teach
on the
them
M
about the A
word.
word.
Okay,
From
okay.
today,
That
we
is
are
a
going to
different.
specialize. From today, we are going to specialize. We are going to have a mediation circle separately. You do your ADR activity
Okay.
perfectly all right, but we're going to
Yeah.
have a mediation circle. I'll tell you the advantages of that. One is those people who have that mindset and who have the mediator mindset. When you said role play, I'm saying there's so many real disputes, conflicts, misunderstandings, fights around you, actual ones, which these people can help resolve. And when you help resolve an actual thing, that's where the learning happens. So there is a university in Delhi which has created a circle, and there was someone who was talking about his experience of him, not just in college. He has helped people in his family resolve disputes. I mean, imagine a property dispute, a college student is helping his family resolve. So the person who has that wisdom has the mindset, we have to just put them out into the world, be it in their college or in their communities, into the family. They should be put to work. Just go there, tell people you'll help them resolve whatever the dispute is. First,
And
identify.
how can we help as the IDRC
The
club
first
members? How can
first
we
thing
help?
is you have to get the person, the people. That's the first thing. Identify them.
We have
That's the one.
interested people.
Yeah. No,
We
but
have
this
people
is the
with us.
people with that mindset of, because you'll
Yeah.
have we'll have the ones who have the mindset that yes, people should resolve their disputes amicably. So that's one mindset, which I call the mediation mindset. Then we
Mhm.
have the people who are actually assisting people in resolving disputes. That is the mediator mindset. And then we have the peacemaker mindset, people who can actually bring people in dispute together. It's a very important
दोस्ती
skill.
करवाने वाले.
It's a very important
दोस्ती
skill.
करवाने वाले.
Exactly. Getting someone, two people in dispute to just come together is by itself a
Mhm.
major skill. Because look, you are here. I mean, you can understand the relationship issue, what's really happening between them. Someone to come in and be able to bring you together, very important skill. So we need those people. And the best example of any of this mindset is go onto the road in Pakistan, bang your car into someone's car. Suddenly around you, you will get the person with the mediator mindset, the peacemaker mindset, the advocate, and you'll get the
I,
people with the mediation mindset. Everything will happen in 1 second. All of them will just pop up.
there will also be some fire starters.
Yeah, exactly. You see
There will
everything
also be
around
many
you.
fire starters.
That's what I'm saying. The society as a whole, in terms of mindset, everything comes together in that one incident. How they tell people what to do and everything. So, first thing is, let's identify those people. And within the college, you are saying that, of course, I've always said, let's not use the word also. Let's just tell them to talk about their experiences. So they'll say that, okay, these friends of mine, they had this issue and I did this, whatever. I spoke to them, I asked this person, I understood this person's issue, whatever they will tell you in their nice, simple words. Then when they've told you this, that is when you introduce the word mediation. What this person did is mediation. And a person who does this is a mediator. So you introduce the word later. First, you've been able to bring out the process from their mind, from their story. That's the most important thing, because what is happening is that because of this concept of pushing mediation through the court system, there is a disconnect. Sometimes you think that the mediators are the ones who are the mediators in courts. This person on the ground who's helping them is not a mediator. But this is what we have to remove from people's mind, that we have these mediators linking, first of all, the right person with mediation is also very important. The process the person is going to talk about, the person in their face that they have is of the right person. That is very important. So the process and the person are going to be connected after you've heard their stories. So we've got the right person now. Then open this out into your community. If you want to do it, or they can go out and talk about it in their communities and families, tell them to do the same thing there. Just ask about those people who are helping people resolve their disputes. So now you open that up into communities. Now these people who have the mindset in your college, tell them to go and assist people in resolving disputes in communities by themselves, or with a person in that community who has the mindset. So become co-mediators. Main thing is just keep practicing your skill all the time, whatever opportunity you get, and you'll have to create opportunities. So that's how it develops there. And from there, once you've got into the communities, you've created mediation circles in communities, and you've brought in people who have the mindset, then you open it up into actually going out and promoting mediation. That is when the actual promotion of mediation should happen. That so and so has done this in your community, there was this issue, and this person helped them resolve it, and that those people talk about their experiences. That's where the newsletter kind of thing comes in, or it could be short videos or reels for Instagram, whatever way it works, however we can reach people. Let's use social media to our advantage. But do people want to hear positive stories? That's what we'll get to know. I feel they would want to some good story, some happy story about something that was a major dispute within a family and it got resolved. Let's put those stories out. What do you think, Lisa? Is that a good idea? Lisa works with college students. She's the law mom, is what as she calls herself. She's helping thousands of students in South Africa, and you have to help students in Pakistan also. Yes, Lisa. Yes, we're waiting for your words of wisdom. How
She's muted.
she's frozen. Seems to be frozen right now. Not moving. Lisa. Yes, we're waiting for your words of wisdom. Did you hear me at all, Lisa, or not? No.
If you can repeat what you said earlier, maybe she didn't hear.
Lisa, whatever I said about the college students and doing this in college, you agree with that? Any thoughts on that? No. No? You'll have to unmute yourself. Okay, but no issue, not a problem. Isaac has to throw his thoughts without the usage of the word training anywhere, without the usage of the word certification anywhere, without all that. Is there anything you want to tell us?
Okay, I want to go back to what Mr. Konde was saying earlier, that it's not easy. Yes, I've had an encounter with some of our current students, and one of them is working in a war-torn area, and the challenge is real, as he's saying that it's not easy, because when you have maybe people who have been active fighters being reintegrated into the society, because the society thinks that these people should be serving jail sentence. Why has the government freed them and brought them back to the society? So there are a lot of challenge telling them that, oh, yes, they participated in maybe the conflict or the war, but it was not their fault, especially with child soldiers and other things, to reintegrate them back to society. It's not easy. So that is what I wanted to add, that yes, it's true that it's not easy, but it's something that is doable. We need to educate the people. We need to also identify the people within the communities, which Vikram has always been saying, which will make the work more even easier, because if we know the people that the community or the society trust, that I've been taking my issue to this person to help me to resolve them, it is easy to get in touch with the people. As we did in my former organization, we did a school peer mediation program where we went to school in one of the regions in Ghana to find out from the young ones, is there anybody within you in the school that has been resolving issues for you? And they themselves appointed their colleagues amongst them, that we have this, we have that person who has been helping us. And we put a club together in the school, that these people are now your school mediators. So if you have any issues within the school, go to them and they will be able to assist you in doing that. So these are some of the things that we can all learn. We can implement even up to the university level, because these people are there within the university. We have friends that resolve our issues for us when we encounter challenges. We have friends who try to bring us together and all that. So they are not easy to find, but the most important thing is time, and also to look at work schedule. We have to also factor them into our work, and it should be our daily life that we be able to identify these people. And also some of them we may need to, as Vikram said, I shouldn't bring training.
No,
Yes,
without that, no, without that. Anything you say, but without that. No,
that's what the training, yes.
No, fine, though, you should, without using the word training, what you should say is that in terms of their skill development, we have to give them opportunities for skill development. And
yes.
We have, like I said, more than 700 videos on my channel itself as a free resource with the best in the world talking about various aspects of mediation. So direct them to the free resource first. Let's do that. There is lots of work for
Yes.
you. Isaac, you don't realize that you want to do things for Africa. Imagine that if every village in Africa, you've been able to identify those people with that mindset, and we've been able to put it all together, map everything out, and we can then at least immediately, if someone has something, it's like a hospital. You have a link to
Yeah.
a place person, and that person is a hospital. The person can treat you at the right time. We should be able to be working on that, and that'll be good
Yes,
work for your
in fact,
organization.
yes, in fact, that is what we've been doing. Although we've been trying to identify people who are doing the work already within the African sub-region, and also to find out when it comes to their practice, what is happening in each country. So we understand maybe what is happening in Ghana. Is there somebody in Nigeria who can tell us what is happening in Nigeria? Somebody in Gambia. Now we have somebody from Congo. So if you understand all these things, are there even any in their core system and ADR, how is it working there? Because some of the countries have adopted the court collected ADR to reduce that. The purpose is to reduce the backlog of cases, which is helping them. But what about those in the villages who cannot even access courts? What is happening there? That is what sometimes we need to also. That is why I was asking Mr. Konde that I've read about the local peace committee, not only in Congo, but also happening in other countries like Kenya and other Central Africa and other parts of the country, whereby they were using the local peace committee to resolve ethnic conflict and also farming issues, land issues, and other things. So we need to know what is happening locally in our villages, in our cities, what is happening already, so that we can help to shape them and also enhance them so that they can have positive impacts on the society that we have. Yes, so that is what I would say.
Let me tell Romain also that I haven't given up on Isaac, although I have had this major hope that he is actually going to do things on the ground the way we have always discussed. But he also is a young person. He also has a mouth to feed and a stomach to feed. So definitely those are priorities. The Maslow's need hierarchy theory is working on him. But I'm still hoping that what we have to do, Isaac, is let's also look at it as an Africa mediation circle also. We'll bring everyone together under that also. Let's get experiences from every part, but it's all going to end up at the same place. We'll have to reach out right to the village level and ask that question, which what we all Isaac did this in our same 3 years back. He actually created a form, a Google form, which he had sent out to people, and I was really happy that Isaac is actually working in the right direction to ask people to give them names of people who are actually helping people resolve things, which we have. Well, that's the way we had discussed it. But then Isaac just went into what do we call the let's not say materialistic.
I've always been around, and I've always been around, Vikram.
Okay, let's reach
maybe
out.
you have not seen the impact yet, so maybe very soon you
No,
see
you will make a big
the work.
impact. You will.
I've been doing the behind the scene. You see it very soon.
But can we reach out?
Yes.
Can we find a way, Isaac, to reach people? What is the best way that we can get that question out to people? What is
one thing now these days, yes, the best way. One, social media, we cannot take it out of place. Yeah, social media is one place that we can use it to
social media
get.
Also, the problem with these places is that basically your message is only going to reach a limited number of people.
I'm saying that
they want to advertise. They are just wanting you to advertise. You give them money and they'll give it
definitely
to other people.
Yes, they want you to advertise. Yes, so
I was thinking more in terms of use WhatsApp, and because people can then forward it to other people in some way.
Yes,
we can
you can
find a
WhatsApp. Yes,
draft a message in a way that please
you can
send this message to other people. The link to one is that form that I have, or you can ask them to fill something else, whatever you want to. Let's just get those names and those people, and next time we meet, even if few names we get in, let's bring those people in. Next time we'll bring more people and ask them to bring in more people, because the multiplier effect will only come if we reach out directly in any way expecting social media.
The last time we spoke, I set up a Google form to find out information about what you're saying. But it will interest you to know that nobody even fill out those forms when you post to them. Yes,
Yeah.
that's another thing. So the mostly, unless maybe you get contact with the people, they are easily when you talk to them, it's easy for them to
No, what we do is,
tell you.
Isaac, yeah, no, Isaac, what we do is we won't ask them to fill up a form, because I think any activity that someone needs to do, I think maybe that little effort people don't want to make. Maybe a simple kind of a message they can send out to you. Just a message with someone's
Yeah,
name and contact details.
yeah,
Why don't you get in
okay,
touch with so and so? This person has that. So you get the message and then you send out a message out to them. So let's keep it as simple as possible. No, because I also,
okay.
I mean, of course, people fill up the form that I have, but I'm sure a lot of people don't fill it up because when they open it, I don't say you have to give the information, but okay, it's something optional. You can give your WhatsApp number if you want to, but just the
Yeah,
fact of reading a long form, people will just maybe give up or get it. I don't want to fill it up. So let's keep it as simple
yeah,
as possible, but let's get the names and let's get those people into the gathering, because that's when the multiply will happen. Now Osama and Zain, now they're going to spread the message in their college and they'll get some names.
We will
We'll
try.
bring those people.
Honestly, we will try our best in the college as well as in the club also. But I would just like to. There is just one query. How will we get to know when is the, when is the next circle and the
Okay,
meeting?
look, now the thing is that one is the Pakistan Mediation Circle. So one is the gathering for that. Now that gathering we can do, what is a good day for you people? Is, I mean, you in terms of your studies, how does it work?
We have paper on 9 May.
Okay,
29th April, I have my tort exam.
very nice. So
So
after that,
yeah,
so after your exams, when do
yeah.
people get free?
I'm
Sunday,
getting
Sunday,
free after
Sunday,
28th May.
Saturday, Sunday.
28th. Okay,
20.
so and Osama, when do your exams finish?
okay. Sorry, I
It
have
is a
to I have
1 month
to ask
gap.
permission,
Okay,
Vikram.
we have to fix up the
Yes,
gathering for the Ghana Mediation Circle also, Isaac.
yes, yes,
Please,
yes.
let's
So
fix
I
the
have to
date
ask
and send it
permission.
out.
I have to start a class in the next
Okay,
10
see you,
minutes.
bye.
All right. Thank
Mr.
you.
Trainer. Bye,
Thank
Mr.
you
Trainer.
all. Nice
Mr.
meeting all of you. Bye.
Oh, so when does that get over? Osama, when do your exams get over? So, in May.
I have one exam on 9th May, then the other exam is in 12th June. So like 1 month gap.
Okay,
So
so
after 10th May, like yeah, on Sundays and Saturdays.
whatever. So Saturday is good, then we can all do it on Saturday. On 10th of May. Is that a good day?
Yeah, sure.
So what we'll do is that we can actually put it out as the launch of the Pakistan College Mediation Circle. Let's call it the Pakistan College Mediation Circle, and let's get people from various colleges. If that's one thing we can do, or if you want to do it as a Pakistan Mediation Circle gathering, I'm okay with both. I have no
No,
problem.
it's fine. Pakistan. Let's make it Pakistan Teen Mediation Circle because there are some from universities, some from colleges. It's all mixed up.
Okay, so college won't sound all right. Because
No, because mostly aren't from college. They are like university students, and it will be mixed up then. We will be reaching college in the very end because it's a lot to cover in the universities first.
Okay, so let's call it the Pakistan Mediation Circle. Pakistan Mediation Circle, because we had launched that circle. So
Yeah.
Okay, so 10th May.
But I wanted to keep it separate for the youngsters that are.
That was my idea. I called it College Mediation Circle, not wanting to get into categorization of age, but if you want to call it the Pakistan Youth Mediation Circle, I'm okay with that. If that sounds better. This Pakistan Youth Mediation
definitely,
Circle.
yeah.
No problem. So let's call it the Pakistan Youth Mediation Circle, and let's launch it on the 11th of May. If 11th of May is a Saturday is okay.
Yeah, it's fine. It's completely fine.
Because we actually have the Greece one is also that the school and college mediation circle launch is happening on Saturday 11th only. But what time is a good time for you?
Anytime after 6 p.m. Pakistan time, that is 6:30 India time.
Perfect. So is 6:30 okay? Then we keep it at 6:30. 6:30 or 6 o'clock?
Yeah.
6 o'clock on 11th May, 6 p.m.
Yeah.
Pakistan Youth Mediation Circle launch. Right? That sounds
Right,
good
right.
actually.
Zen, can you note it down? Zen, can you note it down?
Just let me get a paper and pencil.
Yeah.
For a moment. Thank you.
Perfect. So that means maybe then this youth concept is also what we need to put out there. So next we'll have a World Youth Mediation Circle. So that the idea was, look, the thing is that once you do these activities in a country, but then you should also interact with people from around the world who are doing the similar work, so that at least learning from each other, what each other's experiences were. Like I said, Lisa is working with college students in South Africa. So we are going to launch the South Africa Mediation Circle also, but we'll also do a specific one for the South Africa Youth Mediation Circle. And then the interaction with each other in relation to what is happening, what if there were any challenges, will be quite common, I think, the kind of challenges. So we can then discuss that. Yes, Lisa? Is that something which...
Yeah, sorry about earlier. I lost my controls for a few minutes. Yeah, I'm obviously very keen on starting it with students, just simply because they're easier to brainwash. And I'd rather brainwash them with mediation, because adversarial is not the way. So I mean, I'm happy obviously to be part of the SA Mediation Circle and to spawn other ones, because I think the specific group that I deal with are all the interns, and they face a lot of workplace disputes with, seniors treating them badly and things like that. So there's hope, I think, if I get our mediators on board, and we can have webinars and stuff and just pull out those people and train them and say this is how you handle the dispute. I can see a place for it, and I'm like I said at the outset, I'm putting, if I had 3 shoulders, I'll put 2 of it to this wheel, because we can't litigate anymore. Like we're saying, our India's justice system is broken, Pakistan is broken, Congo is broken to non-existent. So we have to lead the charge, and I think the more we start these smaller circles within our countries, the better. So I'm definitely in it, and I'm not in it for my age group. I'm in it for I'm in it for the younger ones, because we have to get them to think of mediation not as an alternative. I always say we have to make mediation mainstream dispute resolution, not alternative dispute resolution. So I'm definitely committed to that mission. I won't call it a fight. I'll say it's a mission.
I think that the other aspect that just came out from this conversation was that to call it a college mediation circle or a youth mediation circle, I like the youth part. I like that. It sounds nice. So we'll have the global youth mediation circle, and we'll have the South Africa, Pakistan. So we'll do that. So that sounds really good, because at least maybe that's like I said, there is, when you say college, so people think we're not in college, we're in university, so we don't fit into this. So let's get that out of the picture. But the only thing is the definition of youth, because that is an important one. What is the definition of youth, Osama? How do you define youth?
For me, age is just a number. Until unless you are mentally young and fit, you are a youth. You are a young person.
So then everyone's wanting to fit into. So we'll have only one circle, the Global Youth Mediation Circle.
We have June 16th is National Youth Day. Vikram might be aware of that. So that's all about how the youth of the apartheid era, how they rose up and, sort of did some activism, and some people died. And so they made it into a public holiday, which is as per political thing. So I think youth, if you have a youth mediation circle, you would probably, in our context, attract a lot of those kinds of people. But I think the youth here are very militant. So we're going to have to draw the peacemakers and the ones that have the mediation mindset. So it is an incline that we have to climb, but I still want to work with the young people. So in terms of our youth is, I think youth falls under, college age.
Because there is actually, the United Nations uses the age group of 15 to 24. So they use that for the youth. So I think there'll be different categorization there. So that's why I try to keep it simple in school and college. You're in college, you're part of that. We can have we can have a university mediation circle also, but I try to keep it there, because the age group part is a little too broad. So because the child, they wanted to put children as under 40, up to under 15, and then youth as that. But not a problem. That's not a problem. Terminology, we can always keep changing that. Whatever people feel good about. I want people to connect with it. Whatever word connects them, I'm happy. So if youth connects them, I'm happy with that. Yes, Osama, that sounds all right.
It's completely fine. Just we need to, you can tag me on that, whatever you post on the LinkedIn, regarding launch of Pakistan Youth Mediation Circle, so I can, relate back to the club members and the
But
university
yeah,
pages and everyone.
no, what you do is that you
So
send your picture, Zen's picture, everyone, anyone else you feel. Look, more important part that you have to do is you have to be selective of the people that you involve. The people who
yes,
really
of
have that
course,
mindset. We are not about
yes,
numbers. The numbers is not what we need. We need the
quality.
quality of people. So that when
Yes,
we
I
have
agree.
this, when we have a conversation, we have a discussion, you feel good about it. There's good energy in that space. So whoever you feel fits into that, just send me their names and pictures, and I'll put out and make a little flyer for the event. I'll post the details, and then that can be circulated. We'll send them the Zoom link, and whoever wants to then whoever wants to come in.
Yeah, certainly it's fine. I will forward you my and Zan's picture, and
Anyone else you feel.
our introduction from our
Yeah, that's
LinkedIn
okay.
profiles and
That will
everything.
that I'll link.
So yeah,
Put it there. And whoever else, like Amreen was there. Amreen is
yeah, and I
you
will
can
ask.
send.
Yeah, I will ask
And
surely. I will ask surely ask him.
anyone else who you feel has that mindset and you feel who should be part of the circle, just let's put them out, because that's also one way of people feeling connected to the circle when they've in some way, like, if the picture goes out and I mean I want people to connect with it as something that they are part of. So let's do that.
I think I would like to add, Vikram, it's a very good idea of yours that you are making this circle where you are engaging everybody. Because I think so that we need this kind of a thing there where people can express themselves, where people can tell, okay, about the disputes, about the mediation, or anything like that. There should be a safe space for that. So I really, really second your idea. And yeah, whenever you are going to keep a session, please, we would love to attend that.
Yeah,
Seriously.
so now what we know is that the Pakistan Youth Mediation Circle we're launching on the 11th at 6 p.m. Pakistan time. The World Mediation Circle meets on the last Wednesday of every month at 1 p.m. Pakistan time and 8 p.m. Pakistan time. So
Okay.
both that we know those days. In between, we'll also have what we with the larger Pakistan mediation circle. We'll have a gathering for that also. We'll fix that up later so that we can
Okay.
get everyone into that. That's a larger circle we'll have. So we'll slowly we'll get there. I mean, the idea is to plant the seeds. For me, today it's planting the seeds. Some seeds will grow faster, some will take its time, some will need more effort, but we'll get there.
No, this is the beginning. This is the beginning, and one day we are going to see and we are going to reap the fruit of this
Exactly.
beginnings. Exactly one day.
That's it. So we should not
Absolutely.
ever be. We should always keep planting those seeds. But that's what I believe.
Uh, n- I second that. I second that.
Great. So perfect. Any
Great.
last thoughts, Romain? Any last thoughts? Anything? Any comments?
I would just say, like everyone is telling us, I enjoyed this conversation, and I would really like to come every time that we have them, and then yeah, because like I told you, I was putting in front the training. I thought everyone should be trained, but as of now, I believe that yeah, we do have some people. I know that the talent is almost natural, but I didn't think that I should surround myself with people that did not be trained,
Now you're going to
to do
surround
the
yourself. You're
mediation.
going to surround yourself with people who have the mindset and those people who have benefited from that mindset. Hear those
Okay.
positive stories, put those positive stories out, and we have to launch the Congo Mediation Circle. We have to fix
Thank
a
you.
date for that.
Yes,
So
I
that
will.
you will tell me when you want to do that. We will
Yes.
fix a day for that. Right.
Oh, thank you very
So
much.
thank you very much for coming. Lisa, last thoughts, comments, suggestions, anything?
I'm counting down till the 30th.
Please spread the word. Tell
Yeah,
people about the
definitely.
30th.
Definitely.
Let's get in people for that. Yeah, great. So Zain, any last thoughts, comments, suggestions, anything?
I would like to thank Mr. Vikram, and I would like to thank everybody else for coming up on the session. And it is really a good session to attend, and it was really thought provoking. The idea that you instilled in our mind, we were not aware of that, but seriously, Mr. Vikram, I would really like to thank you. for this session.
Thank you very much for coming. It was a pleasure meeting you, and we'll be doing good things for sure. Pakistan, world, everywhere. So, Osama, last words.
I would I would also really like to thank you and all of our members here. And it was a really I would say first-hand insightful session that really gave me a different perspective regarding mediation as far as what we have heard and what we have learned. Instead of that, it was a complete start in a complete stark contrast that we just got to learn here, and it provoked something in me. I would suggest, and it was an excellent idea about the Pakistani Mediation Circle, obviously, and engaging the youth is actually the future. That is the tomorrow that we need to work on. That is the generation, the Gen Z, the millennials that we need to work on. Uh, that's and I would really like to thank you all for your time, for your everything, and I'm really looking forward for the 11th of May.
Oh,
I would
yes.
really like to see that.
Oh, that'll be
Yeah,
really nice. I think
thank you
very
so
good things
much.
will happen. So, thank you very much, and we'll see you soon, and various kinds of circles which will be created. So it won't be just on the last day of the month. We'll be seeing each other more often. So, thank you very much. Please go to the website mediatorvikram.com. All the circles which have been launched, all listed there. YouTube videos of the launches are also there. Then there are like I said, more than 700 videos on various topics on mediation. There is so much information there because you'll click links. There's a World Mediators Conference which happened. You'll click that, 93 sessions you'll see there. So the 93 different topics we discussed. That's the second conference. First one, I think there was some 80, I don't know how many, Lisa, whatever, 80 topics there. Then there've been symposium on various topics, lots of speakers in that. So lots of content. Then there is the one section on Ken Cloak, who's globally recognized mediator, his words of wisdom available to everyone. Otherwise, people like that, people charge for people to listen to such people. Here, there's an opportunity, listen to those words of wisdom. It's all there. So please utilize these free resources. This is more than enough, according to me. Now it's about practical work on the ground. That is what we need to do. That should be our focus. Theory, we've got lots of it. And theory only connects people who within themselves connect with the process, have that mindset. So that's theory is not a problem. We'll give you many more skill development opportunities. Important thing is work on the ground. So thank you very much, and I'll see you soon. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.